Okay. Everybody just switched camera slots. Great. Cool. 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 And one even outside of where they need to be. Technical difficulties aside, welcome back to Counts of the Night Beast. This is episode 6, entitled "Years." End of game. Group was able to rescue the princess. Um, they saved Princess Hachi from the hegemonic prison facility. Um, got out, but were basically plagued with hegemony on the scale all the way to the nearest gate. Once they broke into the neighboring sector or system, they immediately made their way to a very secret ring based jump facility that is rebel owned. The hegemony is not aware of it. Also, its size wouldn't allow them to fit for more capital craft jumps. The group made it to the Dracer system, which is what we're looking at here. And upon arriving, they know that they have to come to ground somewhere. Um, at this point, I kind of want the group to kind of think about where they want to run to and kind of hide for a time while I fix the people's cameras.
To hide with the princess. Oh, wait. We would have brought her to.
Well, you're in the sector. You can bring her wherever you want. So that's just a discussion you're wanting to have out and about. Just think of places where you can go and think of the benefits and the like, or the opposite of taking her to any one place.
We also have the job to drop off the supplies on one of the moons of Jane.
Correct.
Right. That
Yeah.
and bring her where we promised we were going to bring her.
Now, she wants you to take her to Parias, which is the planet she was on when she was taken. It is also not exactly, to your understanding, a good location due to the hegemonic infrastructure, even though it was overridden by the rebellion. It's still present and is probably where the hegemony will come to seek her when they inevitably find out she's gone and start sending crafts across the expanse to get here.
Princess, that's a terrible idea.
Even still,
Mhm.
it's where I need to go. It's where my people need me.
Are we delivering for the rich guy to the moons of Jane? He said we had up to a year to do that.
Here we go.
If he squeals, they're gonna come after us straight there. So I feel like we should not leave her there.
I don't feel like he'll squeal, as it would, definitely involve him getting in trouble for it as well.
Well, if he's turning in someone of our level, I'm sure he could get narcotics, charges scrubbed in exchange.
Well, it wouldn't just be narcotics. It would also be, coercing or, having friendly relations, maybe even helping rebels that he would have to face possible charges for. And he might have connections, but he might not have those good of connections. Because he doesn't have much information on us other than where he sent us to. But he also said we had a year to do it, so...
Mm-hmm.
If he turned himself in, it would kind of be like stabbing himself in the back at that point.
I want to bring up a quick point that was kind of glossed over, but I want to make sure that you understand, kind of agreed to it in the heat of the moment. I just want to make sure something's clear just in case we're going to try and pull back and review what happened. We all agree that you were being pursued out of the Breck sector sector with a very kind of forcible kind of push. There was really no stopping for anything. It was get to where you needed to go to get as far away as you could, as quick as possible. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to make sure that you remember that the rich guy said he would take her However, you would have to go back into the sector and be incognito to do it. But yeah, that was impossible because the fleet flew in right when you kind of did the gig.
Yeah, I just feel bad now that I fully grasp that the hegemony has the strongest foothold on said planet. It's like, maybe you shouldn't leave her there. Maybe done goofed.
It's her home planet. If that's where she wants to go, that's where we'll get our reward. So
There's nobody, to my knowledge, there to receive her.
Yeah, you don't know how or in which way she's going to protect herself. Solid point.
Can we patch the line to Mr. Steven?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit kind of bandwidthy since you're transporting it from sector to sector. The gap between sectors is a little bit wider than systems. So it's not going to be like I'm having a conversation with you. It's going to be more like the typical D&D caveat of you're sending message. However, there's no word limit. But you're basically sending something, and then I will reply. That makes sense to you, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say, hey, Stevie boy. We got the princess. We're in another sector. Their home sector. What are we doing from here?
Okay. A few moments pass, and you'll get a reply back. It's Steven. And he says, you're just going to have to hold on to her for the time being. I don't know where to take her. I'll enter into the system, and I'll meet you at the Donny Rainbow. But before then, I don't have any way of moving her. I need time to think, and I need to get there without getting spotted. Kind of left the hegemony looking around in that gate sector or area, looking pretty closely. So moving to the jump gate is going to be difficult.
Roger that, big guy. We will do our best to hold on to them.
He doesn't reply back to that follow-up. Just kind of takes it as is. And yeah, so you're in the sector. Princess is on board. I think the only conversations that she would have up until a point were kind of, when she was told her idea is stupid. She didn't care. And then the other thing she would kind of briefly kind of talk about with anybody who asks like how she's doing or, tries to start small talk is that she's disparaged because she was saved, but the captain that was captured with her, the rebel captain that was captured with her, was left inside of the facility. That'd be Captain Gerbach.
Right. Who was not the priority.
We have a flashback.
Right.
So quick note on this flashback: it's me kind of revealing things to you, and you can operationally act in them. Boom, bam! Pete slams into the side of the space station. Gravity just completely omits from the spot. It's already been omitted from the spot after it's been kind of smashed into. The princess is in her room changing. You're fighting with people outside, and there is a bright red flaring button, Jazz, right next to her cell. It's the cell right next to it. It seems to be notating an emergency evacuation for that cell proper. Do you hit the button in that moment, Jazz? Leave it.
In that moment with its COG?
Yeah.
You're killing me.
Again, you don't know what it means.
I'm going to say no in that moment.
All right. So then her assessment that he's still on board the prison in your mind has to be correct. You're pretty sure he was in that cell next to her. You're pretty sure that that cell did have someone inside of it because they were trying to get out.
Could I have seen
No.
them? What like is
No, yeah, because
okay.
there's no
I
visuals
just
on the interior.
okay. Then I mean he'd have no way of knowing.
Okay.
I know it's tempting to be like ooh button, but
I was trying to tempt you, yeah.
I would have buttoned that.
but he would have just been launched at 0G, I figured. So he would be dead.
Yeah, you couldn't tell for sure what it was meaning. There was no way for you technically to understand what the hegemonic, procedure would be. So, totally fair. Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can't stay inside the asteroid belt forever. It's not like it's danger or anything, but just not a good look. Would you like to go instead?
Deliver the
If
drugs.
deliver the drugs, okay. And if you're curious too, I mean, I can definitely point you in the direction of notification regarding what's in this sector. One is very well detailed. Okay, so head to Jane. The planet of Jane itself isn't technically habitable. It is a gas giant. It's a blue gas giant. Think of like Neptune or Uranus. And it has a north to south ice ring. It has a total of 22 moons, and one of those moons is home of the Jane Shen. The people who we've discussed are kind of the six-fingered Vidalcan-esque. Yeah. You land on moon site. It's more of like a pillar, similar to those in Pariahs. A very tall kind of mega building with a number of landing pads kind of brachiating off of it like a tree. One of those landing pads, landing pad 47, that is the one you were given clearance to land on after passing your false codes. And you get on site in what's around 47. You learn that there is a rebel contact who can help you with what you need to know locations wise here. And they are an individual who is a member of the Jane Shen race, and so a native, and he would basically take you wherever you need to go.
Thank you, Mr. Contact.
Yeah, no problem. So you ask him like the location of what you were told to kind of deliver to, and he would get you in contact with the rich guy's people. The transfer goes off without a hitch, and as compensation for not being able to kind of do the favor he said he was going to, the rich guy transfers 3 credits of his own holdings here on Jane Shen to Captain Jazz. Because he had promised he would move the princess, and
Right.
that wasn't something that needed.
Those go to the vault on the ship.
Okay. So yeah, what do you do next?
Is there a
assume
place
that
to
was-
get a drink here?
So
No,
some
might as well.
Good
We're
food.
here waiting.
rest and relaxation. So we'll slip in.
Yeah.
We'll slip into a downtime segment. I'm good with that. This will probably be the last one. It could potentially be the last one for your characters entirely. So I am going to say, since you're kind of laying low, in a sense, and not really doing much, the lay low action won't be required. You'll get that one for free, and I'll run that through on your wanted levels in the other sector. So you don't need to take that one. But any other downtime actions that you want to engage in, I'm going to go ahead and give you a total of 4 downtime actions to play with. Whoever wants to go first.
What's up, Luke?
The downtime actions are on what again?
Looks like 184.
184.
Let's go first.
Where is it?
I'm going to use 2 of them for training.
Also,
and we can't train the same thing twice, right?
Right. Also, sorry, 2 other factors. Your ship is also, due to this Shen being rebel related, your ship will be repaired. Any modules that are currently in the broken status will be repaired. That'll be handled in the process of paying for your upkeep. So, yeah, I guess we kind of skipped that one. Payoff and upkeep. So you got paid 12 creds plus 3 creds for the princess situation, so a total of 15. A massive treasure trove. You could potentially buy a small ship of your own with the amount that you're kind of got here, or you're going to get in the split. Your upkeep, because your crew quality is currently 2, I believe. It'll cost you 2 to pay for food, actual food, not just potatoes, and kind of the like fueling and like taking the garbage out, etc.
Guess we can take that out of what we just got. Said 15 total.
Yeah.
And 6 of us.
Splitting it?
Might as well.
2 each?
There's enough saved up on the serenade for everybody to take. So what's 15 by 6?
It would be 2 each with 3 kind of left over. That work for you?
Yeah, why not?
Everybody get 2 cred.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you can increase levels of things by spending cred along with them in downtime activities. So, for example, if you have a clock, you can increase your die roll by 1 by spending a cred. If an activity requires like a clock, you could probably raise it to getting more benefit. Who wants to go first on the downtime activities?
I got the 2 training, and then let's see. I'll indulge vice on one of them.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit that.
What is your stress level currently?
4. Clear
So-
amount of stress equal to the highest die roll.
So it's going to go down to a level of
Heck yeah.
no overindulgence. It's just a good old fashioned beat the shit out of a guy.
Hell yeah.
You
And then
kind of look at the Jane Shin as like, they're very skinny, probably not very good in a fight, and you kind of like, oh man, this guy's got hands, 6-fingered hands. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
so other than training and indulging vice, what else can I do? Because I don't have a way to open the book.
Could acquire like something, an asset or something to that effect. You could probably, it's probably not a smart idea to start a long-term project or start
Yeah.
crafting something. You could indulge vice again, but there's a chance that it goes bad.
Yeah. I guess I'll just train again. I'll put another point to something different.
Okay. I'm fine with that because of the amount that I gave you here.
I'll get mine. So we can do like training more than once, I guess. I
Yeah,
thought
you
I
can
heard
do
you
any
can-
activity more than once, such as like
Oh, okay.
like including a long-term project or like absolutely fine.
I misheard then. Okay, well, I am going to train twice.
Okay.
I'm going to indulge vice because I really need to do that.
So I just before you kind of finalize those,
Oh,
that's fine. We'll if you do finalize it that way, you'll go with that roll. But I do want to make sure you started a clock. I think it was like the first downtime activity we took, and it has 2 pips on it. It needs 10 more to go off,
yeah.
and it's find your mentor. So I just want to make sure you understand that this will probably be the last downtime that we have ever. So narratively, if you want to follow up on that, you can. It's up to you how you want to play it out. If you need time to think about it too, we can make someone else talk.
Just not sure I would even be able to do it, even with all 4. I mean, possibly, I guess.
It's
8
the
more.
dice. It's the die result.
Yeah.
So you're rolling. If you did magically take all 4, or feel the need to take all 4, you're rolling 4d6, and you're wanting to get a result of 10.
Yeah, but it's a 1 through 3 is only 1 segment. A 4, 5 is 2 segments, and a 6 is 3.
Right. Okay. So you have
It's
to
not
roll.
straight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I'm saying it's not straight dice.
I'm
Like
looking at the.
I would have to roll. I actually would have to roll all 4, 5s, and 6s to
Yeah.
even stand a chance.
Well, if you spent cred on it, you would also increase.
Well,
the
true.
Result in the dice, all dice by 1.
That is true. Okay. Instead of training, since that kind of, I don't know that that'll even matter anymore at this point. I'll at least throw 2 into that. I do
Okay.
still want to indulge vice, because my stress is ridiculous right now.
Yeah. And also, if you're spending cred on this, I'll also increase the amount that you get per result by 1 as well. You
So
spent
that's
2 cred,
6.
sorry.
So the 6 will actually reduce all my stress. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Then I'll roll the dice for the clocks. It's just straight d6, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 2 for now,
Okay.
and then see what I'm looking at.
See how
Since
close you
technically
are.
I would do them all individual.
Okay. So, 1 is 4. And
A 5 and a 1.
it's actually a 6 and a 2. Because you're adding +1 to the roll.
Yep. So we.
It looks like we're going to
4
be adding. No, it's going to be 4 and then 2, so 6.
Oh, 4 and 2.
Because I was saying you're adding 1 to the result as well. That would put us at a total of 8 with the already present. So we need 1, 2,
I'd have
3,
one
4,
more.
5, 6, 7, 8. Or it should be 1 less. You need 3 more. So you need to roll a 4, 5,
Okay.
or a 3, 4, 5, or 6 if you go again.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Last one here.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what you will learn, and this is information that you can take with you kind of into the end portion, think I was doing the wrong clock, but they're the same number. I'll move yours back to 2. Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing. The clocks, I messed with the wrong clock.
Oh, gotcha.
It should have been the one above or below that. So with that, you get a confirmed location as to where your mentor is at. And with the coin that you spent in that process, you're also able to secure a Jane Shen ship, which is a small shuttle, effectively kind of like a roundabout from Star Trek, if you're familiar with that. We're going to do Star Trek
yeah.
references tonight because the other one doesn't make Jazz happy.
Finally, thank you, God. A
Thank
good
you.
show.
Oh, jeez. The finale, buddy. Yeah, it definitely seems like a smaller craft, but one you could personally kind of upkeep. And the direct location as to where you would need to be going is in the absolute opposite direction from the Dracian system. So it would be located in the ring system, the Rin system is the kind of furthest inward towards the hegemonic core that we have available to us. But the name of the sector that you need to go to is the Blith sector, which is actually one sector back from Rin.
Okay.
So it would be a bit of a travel. And you'd basically be going out on your own, not sure whether or not your wanted level is as high as the crew's wanted level as a whole. So a bit risky, but it is something to think about as we kind of move towards the end.
Yep.
And the shuttle fits neatly inside of the storage bay of the ship.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna hold on to that information for now.
Cool. All right. Does Pete want to finish building the cloaking device for the shuttle? Probably not as bad as the mentor one. It was actually a narrative.
So I had started a second clock
What?
to build an arm, if you recall.
Oh,
I think I just
yeah.
gave it to you. How many-
I think you did, yeah.
I just gave you the arm because he has the arm.
A robot arm
Yeah.
to fix the broken one?
Yeah, it's not like a full cybernetic / like whatever. It's basically a robotic arm that goes over his burnt up, messed up one. Because his messed up one is he still feels his fingers and such, right? Like he still has a functioning human hand. But yeah, we replaced it with it has an exoskeleton and an interior skeleton because you got help from Zelri, and it's basically like a sleeve that is robotic. It's like
I see.
when you were kids, maybe I'm the only one who did this, but you know how they have the old the tubes that come out of the back of like a drying machine? You put those on your arm. Am I the only one who did this? You're like, I've got a robot arm. But it's like, anyway, there wasn't the internet when I was a kid. Shut up.
I thought I was cyberpunking it up and building him a robot arm. That's all good.
Okay, no worries. I mean, again, if you want it to be like a full-on chrome hand, we can definitely figure out what we had on that clock. But I think I refunded it and gave you just the arm. I thought that came up. I guess not. Do you remember how much you had on the clock?
It was just a thing that I said I wanted to do, and I didn't roll towards it at all. So
Okay.
I know I tried to scavenge for it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say.
And I got a single pip, I
Yeah,
think, because I looked for materials.
Let's go with it happened, and we'll just say that he since his hand is still good, and piloting's kind of like a tactile thing. I'd imagine that having your hand would be especially since he learned that way, would be preferred. It's like a pianist or If someone uses their hands like an artist or whatever, a pilot's the same thing. So you kind of cut it off at the shoulder and like the wrist, and then robot arm goes in between. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, that is done. And takes none of your resources here.
I'll put a gun in that later. But yeah. In that case, I'm spending all my points to try and build that cloaking device before my resources get destroyed again.
Okay. So if you're spending
Thank
coin
you.
as well, or if you talk to Jazz and convince him to give you 2 credit to throw towards this out of the vaults, then
Done.
that
Yay!
was a hard convincing. Good sell.
Yay! It's for the group.
+1 to the dice rolls and +1 to the results. So go ahead and do them one at a time, like Michael did, and just roll a d6 for each.
Okay. How do I do this again? Roll 1d6.
Okay. So the first one will be a 5, which will be, I think, a +2, which would be 3 instead. Okay, so we're 5 in. Again, a 4, so that's another 3. So we're 8 in. That's going to be 1, 2, 12. So we need 2 more. Yeah, so that'll do it. Bad at math, historically. But yeah, it's done. So with 3 of your actions completed, the shuttle of the Stardust Serenade is now able to cloak, so long as it's within the same proximity as the larger ship. It doesn't have to be super close. It just has to be like within the same solar system.
Excellent. And then I will celebrate with an indulge vice.
Love that.
There's no bonus dice to that, is there?
No, it's just going to be the dice, and then I believe it'll cut from your stress. If you had 7 stress, there was no way for you to overindulge, good and bad at the same time. So you have 1 stress remaining. Cool. Celery and Jazz, I believe you're the last 2.
I can go. I was thinking about, would it be possible to do acquire assets to kind of get a feeling of what's going on
Brian's?
Yeah.
So the main vibe on Prize is the rebellion still has it as a stronghold, but there appears to be 3 disparate factions inside of the rebellion on Parias that are squabbling. This isn't like heated, conflict. They're not shooting at each other or anything. They are primarily kind of focused in 3 different paths on how to proceed. One faction, known as the Pylons, are wishing to remain in power on, a notable and kind of structurally hegemonic facility, the Pylons themselves, and continue to work just as if she were still here. Like nothing is going to happen, there's no repercussion. The second is the Grounders. They're wanting to get right into the surface level and establish themselves in the Earth areas of Parias and kind of hide away beneath the clouds from hegemonic repercussions that are potentially coming to them. And the third want to leave Parias entirely and have plans to kind of move anywhere inside of the system. There is discussion that the rebels on Parias, through kind of coercion of the royal family, were able to attain a very secretive key for the Adlot Gate. So real quick back to the Dracia system. When I explained the system to you when you started in Dracia, and those of you who have been here before, off in the distance on the kind of northern cosmological horizon is a pale pinkish purple star, a seemingly dead star. It has this very eerie kind of cast or glow to it. And that is the center of the Adlat system, one of two systems in the Dracia sector as a whole, and not many people have go there due to the gate being inert. What we do know is that people have made the trek there, and people have made the trek from there. The people who reside there are known as the Haroon. The Haroon come from the Anlat Void. They were forced out of a lot of their kind of home locations, fleeing a species known as the Hash. The Hash are an entity that infects people and other living entities with a kind of connective parasite that turns them into nothing more than one of a whole. It is a blended consciousness that, when it incorporates others into it, takes them in as a whole. So everyone's thoughts and emotions kind of add to the bucket that is this big bucket of awareness. But one person's personality or thoughts wouldn't be enough to kind of take control of it.
Can we go there, Captain?
We would have to. I don't know. That's something.
Okay. So you're just you two still on the downtime activities.
I guess we'll finish mine out with training.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say it would only have taken one action for all of that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you got three.
Yeah. The rest. 3 to prowess.
Can't add it to the same one. You can only train.
What's that?
You can only train in one thing once. You can't train in the same thing.
Oopsie.
Nice try.
I forgot. There we go.
Okay. And what about?
Could I know we're not supposed to start clocks, but could I spend some time
Yeah.
But I wanna with Phoenix and his hand?
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you trying to glean from it? Like, you just want to know more about it, or is there, like, you want to, like, know anything specific?
Okay, so it's a night beast, but it's not sucking his soul, right? You know? So that's fascinating. But also, like, does he have he pushed those creatures, right? That day? So, like, does he have abilities? Night beast abilities?
Yeah. Okay, so since we have the subject of our inquiry on hand, we're not asking, like, exponentially larger questions than we'd have to seek out the information for. I'm gonna go ahead and start you a 4-tick clock.
Okay.
And yeah, how would you like to engage with it?
It would be like test subjects, you know. I would, before he like goes off on his journey, just you know, see if we can recreate the parameters of which
So
he did the last.
this is a very interesting meta place that we're in. I have told both Jazz and Pete, or sorry, Phoenix and Pete, that they could spend money to make the clock go good. Because you want to do that, you are spending the money on Phoenix, who will immediately get the amount that you spend. So if you want to
Why
spend...
do I have to spend money? I don't want to spend money.
Look, I made the rules and I'm just going with it. So he wants to leave, or he wants to kind of do his research. He's out and about. He doesn't have time for your test. Say something that would sound like you're, telling her off, Phoenix.
I'm not sure that I have time for this, and plus, where do we even get a night beast to reenact this?
I got a dead one on the ship. We don't have to go far.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be threatened by a dead night beast. Is all.
I could make it into a suit for Rhino, and Rhino could put it on and come at you.
I imagine when she says, I can make a suit for... And she puts her hand on her chin and she just looks up at the ceiling for a second. And she imagines like a night beast suit on Pete.
Honestly, the first thing that came to mind was Pete, because I couldn't.
Then you're like, Jazz. Oh, he wouldn't put it on. Cambria. And you just see her legs like shooting out of the bottom of it. Like, Rhino!
I mean, that does sound hilarious.
I just want to see, if this is an ongoing thing, if you could tap into the source, and then you start having these abilities.
So, I think mechanically, what we're discussing here, I just want to make sure it's clear, like, to kind of speed along the process is why you're paying. So that's why you'd be paying. So the kind of assertion that he's put forward, I'm, busy, I'm not really confident in your abilities here. It sounds like he's kind of like, I'll give you some time, but not all of it. The reason you're spending is you're like, no, I need your time. Stop. I'm paying you now. You have to do it. And then he's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
How much am I paying him, though?
You're paying 2 cred, just like they paid 2 cred. And that'll give you a +1 to all your rolls, and +1 to the results.
I'm so cheap. Okay.
Do you want to know about the Night Beast hand or not?
I mean, kinda, yeah. Zelry would be, fascinated with it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm spending it.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, once I'm gone, it's gone.
Roll a
This
d6.
is your chance.
Roll 1d6?
Yep, and add 1 to the result. And then we'll add 1 to the... So that's 3. So you're going to have to do 1 more downtime. You don't have to spend any more cash. It's already on the dock. But you're spending 1 more of your 4 downtime to do this trick.
Oh, I have to roll again?
No, I mean, technically yes, but, we know it's going to be a 1. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you nail it. The hand. So the hand gives him a supernatural cognitive sense of where the night beasts are located, even the dead ones. So he can kind of sniff them out, or I guess the vibe would be more akin to oh gosh, what's it called? Dowsing. If dowsing were real, it would be like that. Then the other powers, quote unquote, that he gets is it seems that it is a kind of inhibitor stress. It doesn't seem that has kind of taken account in full, but it does seem that Phoenix is much more mellow in kind of the aftermath. The other thing you would note too is that the gauntlet's center piece, the weird fleshy bit, you think functions as some sort of key. So like a biometric scanner.
Interesting.
So it does seem to be, just kind of finalizing it in note, it gives him cognitive awareness of the night beast. It seems to be altering his mental / biological function, and it is probably a key. More than likely, near 100%, it is a key to something.
I would tell him all that, of course.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it would be a key to, but I'd be willing to eventually try to find out.
Yeah, when you go on that journey, I'd like to go with you to see for myself as well.
Oh. Well, just so you know, there's a, non-zero chance that we'd both die. I'm going after someone kind of dangerous at this point from that I used to know. So if you're willing to take on that risk, then I wouldn't mind having you, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go and come back. You're not coming back after you?
Well, I mean, I can go, but I'm just saying that if you're coming with, you saying you're coming with on this journey, or?
No, I mean whenever you go to figure out what your hand unlocks.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna. Okay, yeah. I misunderstood where you were going with that.
Oh, whenever
Um,
whenever you get an inkling of what that hand can unlock,
Oh
I think
yeah, definitely.
I think it's more Night Beast stuff, and
Yeah, I mean, if we can figure it out, but yeah.
yeah,
I haven't had any feelings about that yet.
I'm gonna hand you a journal before you go. Log everything, dreams, all of it, night sweats, or anything that happens to the hand, please.
I'm not much of a writer, but I'll give it a shot.
Video log works too. Whatever, please.
So, 2 more downtime activities.
I think I want to use those to increase my So, do I put the pip in like
The ability, yeah.
Okay,
Not
so
the action,
like prowess?
yeah, like prowess.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do prowess and resolve.
Okay. So on Jane Shen, the princess pretty much stays on ship the entire time. As mentioned, the rich guy seems to be happy with the situation, and Chemical Steven sends off a notice kind of a little while after your downtime, stating that he is entering Gracia sector in the next cycle. So it is your call to move the location he said he would meet you at. Which did you catch it, Jazz, or
It's on Parias.
the Donny Rainbow, which is a nightclub on the one of the pylons present therein, and yeah, you dock without issue and enter into the space. CD Club is, does you remember it? Last day you were there. Song here. And yeah, 5 is definitely as chill as it has ever been. You find Chemical Steven in his booth, where it's like he never left. So he's with you.
By squeezing.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
Said, all right, everybody, squeeze in.
Oh, right. You don't know. Well, you have exactly the same number of people you had last time. Wild. So you all and the princess sit at the booth with Chemical Steven. You're able to fit, but it causes him to kind of focal into the center point of the booth. So, like, he's got some of you on his left and some of you on his right. Where are you sitting in relation to Chemical Steven this time, Jess?
I have him and the princess sandwiched.
Okay. He looks at you. So, yeah, everything went well. Great. Glad she's here. We'll get her to what she needs to be doing. Um, I'm sorry, Miss, you're not going to be able to stay on the planet long. We do have plans to get you out of here. Um, we have a couple of plans to get you out of here, but they won't be great, and you'll probably argue about them. We'll discuss that later. Looks to you. You got your payment, your royal reward, and everything?
Yeah.
Good. So, I have a situation, not one I want to deal with, but right now I'm kind of being hunted by a couple of the factions in Rebellion here. It's fine. I don't
Oh.
think anybody's going to make a move on me here, but it would seem that the Grounders and the Fleers want to get a hold of me because they think I have something that'll help them with their efforts.
What's that?
You remember that rock you gave me back on the ice planet?
Yeah.
That. They seem to think that it's a key. How they got information that I had it, I don't know. Probably somebody on that fucking ice rock saw you give it over to me for the cred and started blabbing their damn mouth. It's hard to find good help. Fortunately, that situation up in Breck with the leaker has been handled. Hopefully none of that information got to the hegemony. Anyway.
Good.
The Grounders seem to think it's a key to an underground temple they found. Something related to the warrior that you found on the planet side. Near there. That little structure area.
Yeah, so those people we dealt with the last time.
Right. The Fleers seem to think that it's a part of the key to the Onlot, or the Oddlot, the Ring, the jump gate.
Nope.
So it could be either of those, but I don't plan on giving it to them because neither of those sound like great causes for me.
It's also odd that it would be on another planet, especially an ice planet.
I think
Not
it's just
sure why they would.
I think it's just like some sort of device that they used in a lot of different things. Some sort of like sun or starlight kind of amplifier.
You got me there. I wouldn't know what to do with it, heads or tails of it.
Well, I don't know what to do with heads or tails with, and if I hold on to it, they're probably going to come and try and steal it from me. So he like shifts underneath the booth, looks over the right of you, and then sets it out onto the table. It's under like it's very indiscreet, but it's under a piece of cloth, but it's definitely the big ass diamond. Thought about selling it myself, but I think it could be useful. I'm going to leave it to you though. You keep a hold of it. Whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. Keep the money too. Like a, reverse refund.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
I guess we have diamond key, gate key, diamond key.
Yeah. Well, I could say that, if you're planning on messing with the rebels, you can definitely talk to them, hear their thoughts on why they're trying to get it, and maybe, play mediator. But I'd rather you not give it to either one of them unless you're certain it's a good cause for the rebellion. I just don't want to have to deal with it. Especially since I'm not staying in the sector long.
Yeah, that's fair.
The hegemony is pretty cognitively aware of the jump gate in the asteroid belt due to your fleeing. They seem to know how to get out of sector with small crafts. The process hasn't really engaged much due to the fact that most small crafts that they have available to them are not long-range crafts or sustainable ships. So I assume that they're planning something. Possibly.
Shit, I don't want to be here if they're coming here.
Neither do I. Why I'm going back four-wise and back south. But who knows? Maybe the Jane Shen have some ideas. They've been really responsible and loyal people to our cause. Rias keeps breaking up into factions just like last time. I don't need it.
Oh, we know it.
Tokito's a hot mess. It seems that the Starsmith guilds are very focused on their resources there due to the situations that have happened of late. Procyon sector. Seems that their secret little storage facility has been outed. Putting that genie back in the bottle. So they need some sort of resource out here this side of the intergalactic rings, and they're going to take it on Kagito. With a pound of their workforce's flesh.
Yeah, I mean,
The palpably long pause. Yeah, well,
I don't know. Good for them, I guess.
I said I'd deal with the princess. She's no longer your problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna take the princess?
Sorry, that's a great question. I'm gonna start with Jane. After that, and I get some ideas, some thoughts. Got a couple of possibilities. If I'm leaving her here, probably going to be on the planet of Cruciatu. Apparently, a detachment of people have made good with a Kresh underground facility located on the planet side. If that doesn't work out, back into the Procyon sector. There's the contact that I gave you that he'd be willing to try and help. Also got some thoughts on it regarding a couple of friends I have in the Rin in the Rin system. Some good hiders.
She's pretty upset that we didn't get that other pilot out. Are you gonna go back for him?
Well, if reports are correct and the few lunars that the lunar that we saw in between your breakout and the like, I believe they detached that segment of the ring. Droid. If the reports are true, I believe our Captain Gerbach is dead.
Didn't. He was around, but I didn't know where to look for him.
Well, it was my hope to give him that, and he points at the big ass diamond on the table, so he can handle that situation. Get the fuck out of here. Or just deal with it. I don't know.
Jazz just shrugs.
Well, I was expecting you to be up in this way, and if Gerbach was not with you, but free, who knows? I don't know what
He's
I was
free in a
hoping
sense,
for.
I guess.
Sure. Free of the hegemony's control. God, I hope they don't have some powers to breach the veil of life and death. And an existential crisis in the silence. Hey.
So this is this diamond Does it just look like a diamond, regular diamond?
It's a big piece of crystal that looks like it has a multifaceted underside and kind of a very specifically shaped overside that has an almost dome-like quality, or like a bowl-like quality. The opposite. So, bowl.
What were you gonna do with this?
I mean, I bought it because I thought it was interesting. I didn't know it had a purpose.
You're just gonna use it as a paperweight?
No, people buy this kind of stuff all the time. The problem is if I sell it, then somebody else is going to use it for whatever these two asshole groups are going to do. And if it's something that could cause like a power shift in, the rebellion versus the hegemony, it'd be stupid of me to flip it.
How do you know we're not gonna do that?
I don't care. It's your problem. I trust Captain Jazz enough to handle it. If he thinks selling is the wisest choice and the money's going to do better for the rebellion than, whatever potential future boon it might grant, I mean, yeah, then fine.
Yeah, fine, celery.
Yeah. He kind of nuzzles in with Captain Jazz, who's sitting right next to him.
We're selling it, right, Captain Jazz?
Sure.
Okay.
He shrugs. Fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, destroying it would probably be smarter. I just don't know how you'd go about doing it.
You said it was in like an incognito, like box type thing.
No, it is literally
Oh, okay.
just on the table with a piece of cloth over top of it.
I'm gonna pick up it and the cloth,
Okay.
and then flip it upside down and lay it back down.
So it's sitting on the cloth instead of...
I flipped it.
Okay. So yeah, it was like point up, right? With the bowl
Yeah.
down. So now it's like kind of like doing one of these for a second, then like kind of like finds its setting, and it's just seated on the cloth. He's just looking at it. It's really pretty. I'm trying to think of a way to describe like the material. So like again, thinking of the fact that we're in a sci-fi show, right? It looks like those plastic crystals that oh god.
Lithium first.
No. When you were like young and in school, they gave you like to teach you like the concept of light or creating a rainbow.
A prism.
A prism. That's the word. Thank you much. It's like one of those, but like that's the material it's made out of. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. It just looks like somebody cut a big diamond shape out of that just simple plastic.
Oh, so it looks cheap?
No.
Oh.
It looks cheap in the parlance of what the audience, are saying to it, but in the concept of the show, wow, dollar signs, like.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's definitely a prop.
Sometimes actors are told they have to like something they don't actually like in person.
What?
Well,
That's crazy.
You already know Celery's team sell for cash.
Celery, more like celery, am I right?
But
That's right. I just spent 2 cred. That hurt. That hurt to do. I don't ever want to know that feeling again.
You don't like spending money?
No.
So if you're selling it, you're selling
I can
it.
spend it.
Hand me your money. I'll show you how quick it goes. So, Steven would look to Jazz. Say, I don't care what we do with it. It's fine. Just wanted to let you know what it meant. Before you do.
Right.
If I have a hold of it, they're going to want to come to me for it because they think I have it. So.
Well, they will soon know. Well, they might not know you don't have it. So be careful with that.
Yeah. Again, I'll do my best. I don't think they're going to come at me in a violent way.
Yeah, you never know with these people.
True.
Or anyone.
Is the best answer.
You're not going to tell them we have it, right?
No. Why would I do that?
If they come at you in a violent way, will you tell them?
I guess if they came at me in a violent way, I'd probably be prone to tell them.
Heck yes.
Hey, man.
Rhino gets visibly excited.
Wait. Phrasing. What?
Oh, that is that.
Holy shit. He really likes violence, folks. Okay. Sorry. You're just like energetically excited.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Like he definitely hits the table with his hand and is very grinning, you know.
Okay. So Rhino's on board for just telling the rebels so that a fight could start between him and them. So, not everybody all at once.
So why is your name Chemical, Steven?
A great question. Well, you see, I'm not a person like you probably are. I was manufactured, and I believe I'm the last of them. Made out of chemicals, and I believe the original's name was Steven. I've got a means of making more me's. Unfortunately, right now it's a bit compromised. And that's why I've had to physically travel to where I need to go. But yeah, I'm kind of everywhere. Chemically.
So if you make another you and you send it to another planet, do you know what that other you on the other planet's doing all the time, or
No, I know what I'm gonna do as that other one that goes to the planet, and then at that point we decide who, needs to be where, and we coordinate with one another through messages. Not a one-for-one transfer. Obviously, we're two different people at that point. I don't typically like to have more than like 3 or 5 of me extra. Right now, it's just me though, just the one. Mainly due to the fact that I have a habit for not wanting other me's to live really long, and unfortunately, that's a trait I give to the other me's. And
yeah. Because if the original dies, who becomes the new original?
right, and I'm smart enough to know that that would be bad because a copy is not as good as the original. But I'm also stupid enough to try and make it work.
I feel that.
I think you need therapy with yourselves, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What selves?
Therapy. As you want to control therapy, what are you going to do? Put me back into a re-education camp? Fine, sure. Guess that would be better than doing what I need to do to make sure the rebellion gets what it needs. We keep fighting the good fight.
You're fighting a war within yourself, but you feel you can't fix it, so you fight the external war. It's okay, buddy.
How
Slowly
old?
pushes like a joint over the table. It's okay, buddy.
Okay, yeah. What were you saying? Is that what you think it was?
How old are you? How long ago were you made?
That's a great question. I don't really don't know how to answer it. I think the earliest thought I can recall that isn't probably a fabricated childhood is arriving in Dracia on the planet of Parias about 50 years ago.
Oh. Do you remember where you were born?
See, that's a great question. I have a thought as to where I was told I was born, but I'm pretty sure that's manufactured information.
Do you think you were grown like as like a baby, or like they popped you out like a full man and then just like pumped a bunch of stuff into your brain?
I'm pretty sure I came out as a full man, copy of a man named Steven, who I think may or may not still be alive. And as far as I understand, I am the original.
But you think you're the last manufactured clone ever made?
I am the current one. That's right. But so again, that gets complicated, right? I don't know if I'm the first one, a perfect copy of the first one, or the second or later one who thinks he's the first one.
No, I understand what you mean.
They
I
don't
get
exactly
it.
put stamps on us. I thought about doing that for a while, putting numbers. Second, people saw their place in like some kind of imagined hierarchy. It was an absolute mess. It was a night that
Well,
two almost became one.
I'm a manufactured clone.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Do you have any copies? Or were you just like
No.
are you one of those premiere babies?
Premiere babies?
Oh yeah. So the hegemony, they don't like they're kind of racist. Eugenics are a thing that they kind of get into. So they like having premiere babies. Babies who are better than the normal person. They made it that way. Designer babies.
I'm not sure. I never left the lab. Really? So I don't know.
Okay. Were you being trained for anything in specific?
No, I was just an assistant.
You don't feel like you were taught how to do purpose?
No.
Okay. Probably not one.
No.
Might be some kind of weird clone. Somebody wanted
But
somebody that they missed in life and manufactured.
well, do you know what your purpose was?
Oh no. Well, okay, yeah. So I was supposed to infiltrate a sector near here. That's what my purpose was. I was supposed to infiltrate into the Breck sector, cause some real issues there. But I feel like that was like a purpose that was instilled in me, like through memory, and very quickly realized that it was a false one. And it was a cryo sleep, and then I woke up in Brias. And I'm pretty
Wait,
sure half of that is real.
if you're a clone, I mean you can clone yourself. Why don't you clone yourself and give yourself the diamond and ship you off somewhere?
No, see, because they'd still be looking for Chemical Steven. I'm not going to change what I look like. And
They know
in
that
all
you do
honesty,
this?
think about it this way, okay? You got more Chemical Stevens, that's more Chemical Stevens to be found. And so they find one, right? And they go, hey, where's the diamond? I'm probably going to break pretty easy and say, well, I gave it to a clone of mine, and he ran away this way. Go punish him and torture him. Because another thing, too, I really don't like myself. I don't want to feel pain, but I don't mind the idea of me feeling pain somewhere else. You get my meaning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly and quietly recommend therapy like one more time.
And he'll go, in all honesty, thinking about it conceptually, do you think a therapist could help if this were a reality? If someone could actually duplicate themselves?
A fight club would help.
A fight? You know what?
It could help you gain a sense of what isn't identity
Sure. And
apart from society.
that's a hard question to answer, too.
Yeah. It'll be great. Or they'll just study you and take a lot of weird notes.
Is the Gemini, it's most likely going to be that. So, you're going to take this stone, you're going to get the hell out of here. I can't offer you anything right now, but you kind of owe me for that last one. Right, Jazz?
The last one.
This whole princess situation. Cool gig like that doesn't fall into anybody's lap. I could have gotten anybody.
Yeah, but would they have done it?
I mean, they might have even done it better.
Probably not. I don't know about that.
Kind of shakes his head. Nah, couldn't have been done better than that.
No.
Be great.
We did great. You know, we got you over there, big guy, Celery,
I will give you all of my money if you can remember more than half of our names.
you, Wrench
No.
Lady. It's a good crew.
It's one fucking syllable. You just throw your drink at it. It's one fucking syllable. He'll say,
So close.
well, whatever you wanted to do moving forward, it's on you, Jazz. And hopefully you can find your way. As far as the rebellion, right now we're on a reactionary situation. Want to get the princess where she needs to go? We're heading. I think once we got that situation, that dies down. As long as the hegemony is not able to find the gate, use the gate for anything more than just small fighter craft, we should be okay.
Talking about the Adelaide Gate?
No. They know where the
Or the
rebel
Breck-
gate to
Right.
from Breck to here.
Right.
Yeah, we're kind of fucked if they manage to figure out a way to kind of move through that gate with density.
I mean, you could always trap the gate.
No, we can't.
You take another gate and you put it in front of it, and that gate leads to another gate back in a different system, so they think that gate goes straight to that gate, and boom.
How common do you think gates are? He says, "Look."
Well,
at
I know of two.
I guess that's a number more than one, so maybe what you're saying is possible. And moving gates is nigh impossible. They kind of float in a solar sensor. They move around the sun. I'm gonna say the smart words for it, but I don't remember them.
Fair enough.
Okay. Any other questions or concerns for Steve?
I mean, I have concerns, but
No, for sure.
Nothing to discuss.
I mean, he's a complicated character.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Would you consider letting me clone myself with your machine?
It'd be difficult, but
Oh.
possible.
Why would it be difficult?
Because right now I can't do it. I'd have to be able to get to them. I got them all over the place. The one on Pariah, unfortunately, had to be relocated due to the whole situation. Used to be right there in the back room of the Donny Rainbow, but now it's on a ship on pad number 53.
But if you had it readily available and I was interested, you'd consider it?
Oh, I'd definitely do it. That's fine.
Okay.
First one to be free.
Just to be clear, you couldn't keep the first one. It would go with me.
No, I understand. I wouldn't want one of
Okay.
you anyway. I kind of.
I just want to be clear.
Well, real quick, Zelry is was genetically crafted to be like this, very physically perfect kind of human being, right? For whatever reason, Steven kind of looks at you like, and you're like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Situationally, it seems that he was saying it either to kind of like he genuinely feels that way, like you're problematic or who knows.
Two of me's would be a never-ending fight club.
Well, it would end sometime, boy. That's how fights typically go.
Right. I'm gonna drag Zelri away before she starts cloning herself and selling her clones for money.
Oh god, is that what she wanted to do? She was selling.
No, but after Pete says it is brilliant.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
What would Zelri do right now? Sell
can have-
clone for money.
They're all doctors anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
Honestly,
I'm selling.
you make
Hey,
a shit ton as a crew member. Imagine if somebody paid you for that service and then continued to pay you as a crew member.
I could pimp them out.
Yeah. That's no.
At least
Yeah, no.
there's no ways we could sell it. Yeah.
We could make clones of everybody. He says he would be interested with her, but he doesn't think that he could do it with any non-clone people. Due to how the process works. We're kind of built.
What if we're
different.
clones and we don't know that we're clones?
He could test that. He could find out if that were true or not. But yeah.
Okay.
Manufactured people have blueprints. Non-manufactured people not so much. It'd be like looking at a piece of blue paper with a beautifully drawn house on it, and then asking Brent to quickly draw a house on it. One is more real. That's the one that
Get a
Brent
box.
drew. Yeah. Got smoke coming out of the top. There's a sun there in the background.
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Will it be, symmetrically right? Also, no. It's definitely going to be lopsided.
But you'll know what you're looking at. You'll know.
Yeah.
It's a house. I'd argue it's a home.
That's fair. Home is where the heart is, so if you take someone's heart and you put it there, they live there now.
Right. Yes. Thoughts on what you want to do next? What's your next play?
Well, we don't need to deal with the princess anymore.
Oh yeah, who takes her?
We got a rock.
The big rock.
That's worth something.
So we say, Zelri, we want to sell it here, or we want to find somewhere else?
Hmm.
You should at least let Cambria do the mind stuff on it. Or
That's
see if
fun.
Phoenix's hand reacts to it.
It's not a thought.
Good point.
When I took it out of the light, it did quote unquote power down. So maybe it can power back up.
You did also say it could be like a key to something better.
The hand, yeah. The same
No,
is true.
I thought-
The same is true as the gemstone for sure.
I thought the gemstone either went for a jump gate or for
A key in a basement. Yep.
a key in a basement of treasure great beyond.
What they say is supposed to be that, yeah.
I mean, we could try it first. If there's no treasure, sell it. And then do all the things that Pete said. Let everybody touch it and whatnot.
Okay. So thoughts. Again, we have a couple of options here. We can try and reach out to the rebels and get their ring and add it to that. We can get a hold of the rebels and talk to the ones that are ground focused. Try and make our way into the core of pariahs. We can take Phoenix on a journey all the way out of this sector back into the more closer core worlds and try and get him to where he needs to go. Sounds like he's probably going to potentially do that off on his own if you don't choose that one. There is mention of conflict with the Starsmith guilds on Kogito, which is the planet we fought on before, but it was kind of weird circumstance with the rebels there.
Yeah.
And then, what else? What other thoughts you got?
I mean, if we take him towards the core worlds, we could find somewhere to offload it there. It wouldn't
Far
be
the
the two
fuck
people
away.
here. Yeah, and it would be far away from our current problems.
Okay.
Which
I will
is one of Jazz's favorite things.
I will say that it has more of a chance of ending up in a cult's hand that is like connected to the hegemony the closer you get to the core. But I'm not saying that's a guarantee. Just an increased chance.
Okay. Could be fun down the line.
Yeah.
Are we gonna try it ourselves first?
Well, if we do that, we'll have time.
Okay.
Or do you mean try it here
Try
at
it
one
out.
of the places? Or were you talking about putting all our hands on it?
Well, I thought.
Put my hand on it.
Well, Pete said we should let Cambria touch it and let
She touches
Phoenix.
it. It's a very powerful way conductor. It seems like it's very competent in kind of conducting the way through it and into it, and it seems to store a lot of it itself. It's almost like it acts as like some sort of battery or kind of connective moat for like the way and its traffic. It was being utilized to cause the sun to kind of glance through it and create a barrier in the basement of the ice planet's temple. And based on what you're being told here, it can be utilized as a key, probably like creating a feedback connection in said door to cause it to open. And it sounds like it could also be used to power an entire jump gate, like an jump gate. And that's what the fleers are talking about. And the only reason you can presume that they would come to that conclusion is they have the gate, like they have it, and they think that gems don't go in gate.
So my putting a gate in front of another gate idea was workable.
Yeah. Well, also no. It goes to a system that none of you have ever been to or have really even heard much about, other than a species known as the Haroon have arrived in the Hydration sector due to being fought by a species known as the Hesh, who are like a blender of consciousnesses and kind of like a species that seems to be kind of like a hive mind that's trying to, whatever it's trying to do, it's doing it.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I think
to let loose.
Kimmy said that's the best idea.
Mm-mm.
That's why it's a terrible.
The fact that Kimmy wants that. I will say too, based on what you understand lore-wise, though, it seems that that's probably where the came from. So like you're kind of going like their core, the hegemonic core, is that way, and then the core is that way. It is the new frontier. The name of the episode. But they're all
We did it. We did the thing.
Roll credits. Okay, we're done. Thanks everybody.
We got a free spin and we can roll it.
We have the closing party or whatever it's called. The wrap party. There's a cake. Oh, a cake. I just thought of that. But yeah, those are your options. So if you can think of any other options, just let me know. I'm gonna drink a water.
All right, Captain. Whatever you want to do with this thing.
Just huck it off the ship somewhere. And... Okay. I'm still for escaping our issues since they're trying to come here.
Your issues are not able to reach the Adlat system, but there does sound like there's other problems there. Whatever lies beneath Earth of Parias may grant you some boon or benefit that would allow you to fight here better against your problems that are trying to come out to me. Helping Phoenix with his situation.
That's where I was going with it.
Wanting to go into the core. I mean, it's obviously going to be more risky by your attachment, but it will give Phoenix an actual ship shipped.
Does Phoenix want us to accompany him?
Great question.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to come along as well, that's mostly fine, but I'm gonna need to go off on my own once we're there. Or you drop me off like you were saying and, you know, do what you were gonna do with the rock.
To be honest, I don't really have an attachment to this planet. Right? So,
Okay.
I mean,
If we're
I'm
able to
personally
use-
down for a field trip.
we could give this, if we could use this somewhere else where it could more benefit the rebels themselves, other than, you know, the grounders or the fleers.
Phoenix, where were you sitting in the booth setup?
I guess probably on the outside edge.
So you see that your drink is kind of like pretty much gone. A couple of other people are kind of missing drinks. Being on the outside of the booth, what would you do in that kind of instance, that situation?
Well, would everyone want some more to drink or anything?
Yes.
Yes.
I can go grab it for you guys.
You step away, you go over to the bar, you coolly kind of place your hand on the counter and kind of like, you know, get the bartender's attention. As you're kind of sitting there and like the music's kind of, you know, playing in the background, club scene, your drinks are being poured, put on a platter. This individual next to you is kind of staring at your hand and kind of like angrily kind of clicking their mandibles as they're staring at it. You look over at this individual and you recognize them as a Xenos, but you're not sure like who or from where. And he then, just as you're kind of like giving him a glance, reaches out and grabs a hold of your wrist with the strange hand on it, and kind of lifts it up to look at it. Do you kind of resist him, or do you
Yeah.
Okay.
I would pull back like real sharp.
He's able to take a look at it, and then you kind of snap it out of his hand, and then he kind of starts spitting at you in a language you don't understand. Very angrily, and almost like he's about to start a fight with you. A couple of other individuals come over and like pull him aside, and one of his friends, you presume, kind of leans into you and says, sorry about that. He doesn't really like stuff. He kind of points at it.
Oh well, I mean I can't help it right now.
He was
man,
saying
so-
something about this being from the Hesh, and he really doesn't like them. I think something weird there. So you Might want to put a glove on that or something, especially around the Haroon.
Okay, I mean, whatever. I'll.
You hear something off in the distance as he's like screaming, like "Ulmakita hash," but you don't know. But in the in the subtitles, it says "fucking hash, stupid damn hash." You say hash once, it says it twice in the subtitles. But yeah, you get the drinks and you head back over.
When Phoenix comes over, do we kind of I'm sitting probably next to Phoenix not on the edge, but
Or maybe
he
across from
sits
him.
next to me. Yeah, or across from him if nobody's on the other edge. I'm assuming I would have kind of heard that guy scream
Yeah.
and noticed that. Like, hey, do you want me to go kill that guy for you?
Hey, I mean, I know how much you like doing that, so that's up to you. But
I mean,
no.
if you want me to, I'll go do it. I won't charge you nothing either.
Jazz leans across. No, you can't do that.
I mean, he could go do that.
No.
It would be fun to see.
No.
But no, it's handled, man. It's handled.
Okay. I'm slowly sip my drink.
So where are we going, folks? Because I might just be heading out here in a little bit if
Will you share it with the class, or do you say nothing?
say what?
Hmm?
About what I need to do?
No, the information that was bestowed upon you. Do you keep it to yourself?
Wait, what information?
That it's like a hash hand specifically?
Oh, no, I didn't bring any of that up or anything.
Okay,
Oh.
dope. So yeah, no, we're gonna go find your dad or your mentor, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Are they
true.
the same?
Your dad. Your dad.
Your dad mentor. Your men.
My dad was my mentor.
Totally a thing that can happen. But
You're mad.
It is just the mentor.
Mm.
You're mad, bro.
What about your dad? What about your dad?
Do we want to find your the mentor? Just the mentor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we gonna get going then?
Still got nothing keeping us here.
Okay. So you gather all your
Same
stuff
stand
up.
on the table.
Gather all your stuff up and head out. Get back to the ship. It's refueled everything. You just came from Ancient, totally able to power up, and head back into the Procyon sector without issue. As you kind of fly off through the Rec system and into Iota very quickly, I would like one of you, I don't care who, to just go ahead and make me an action roll to try and evade the wanted level you have in that space. It would be down by 1. So, yeah.
Where do you roll that?
Just an action, whatever you want.
I roll scramble.
Okay.
I'm sorry, position.
Position is going to be standard.
I only have risky, controlled, or desperate.
Control, sorry. The
Oh,
next
effect
one
standard.
is standard. Yeah, sorry, my brain got the dumb.
Bonus dice 0.
Right.
Right. Damn.
Okay. So it's another hot break through the sector. And your wanted level does go away, but your heat will remain high in the Iota system. You transport yourself from Iota directly to Rin, and very quickly out of Rin onto the Brith sector, which is the sector before, or one sector away from the Procyon sector. And yeah, with that, it comes to a point where I am going to ask Michael how he wants to play this. So clearly, we are in a situation where we could roleplay the meeting of the mentor, or we can leave it for the startup of a future season, or we can leave it as something that happens and causes like Phoenix to kind of exit the group and do his own thing in a possible spin-off series or something to that effect. Your thoughts, Michael?
Honestly, I do like the idea of this being our last session and everything, potentially having his character split off into a spin-off thing.
Okay. So,
but I'm not sure the specifics right
yeah,
now.
absolutely. So the situation is, as you described it, you want them to drop you off, and when you kind of explain that there will be a meetup call after a fashion, you just need to kind of handle this business on your own and don't want anybody coming along, just because you're, afraid that you'd endanger them. For everyone else, it comes to the case that Phoenix kind of just disappears, and Jazz, it's past the time you told him you would wait. Do you wait longer, or do you just leave him?
Who?
Good question. So,
The pilot.
That was
I
awesome.
just kind of pilot the ship. I'll wait a little bit longer.
and again, you can pilot the ship.
Not well, but do I want to?
Fair question. Okay. If you wait longer, what I'll say, and I'm going to kind of force my hand here because she's not present, but in the process of your waiting, Cambria is found out by Concordant Knights and is detained, which definitely causes your crew to be kind of put into a situation where the hegemonic kind of cult of the Concordant Knights and also their like police forces are now aware of your presence on the planet. What would you like to do in response to that?
Well, fuck. What's the likelihood of getting her, breaking her free?
Low at this point, but it's definitely something that we can, as a kind of beat, leave as a situation where you are waiting to get that opportunity to try and re-engage with her at a later point. So in another season.
I think I like that idea.
Okay.
I like that idea.
But you kind of see that like portions of your crew have been left to the ether, and you try and stay there as best you can to make sure that when Phoenix is ready to return, he is able to get back on ship side. And also Cambria, you're plotting and planning, doing as best as you can with the rebel forces that you find in the Brit sector to help you break her out of hegemonic control. Pete, do you stick around for that craziness? Staying with Captain Jazz? Or is your character kind of like starting off and away from the crew as you're kind of getting to a more internal sector?
Well, I've grown attached to the very tall one. Also, somebody has to fix the ship, especially if a shittier pilot is going to be flying it.
Oh.
And Rhino, you've been here since the holiday special, so you're probably sticking it out.
Yeah, if I stay here, I get to fight more. So.
Okay. And then Zelry. Of course, you're closer to the internal cores, but you were taken away from your potential cloning operation that would have made you millions and millions of credits.
True, but he didn't have the device ready. It wasn't handy. It wasn't something we could just
I'd have to go back there.
Start business, Gonna have to wait till things cool down.
Might have to go back there someday. Okay.
Might have to go back there someday.
So the season
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If I can throw something in real quick as a little story tidbit of my disappearance. I want to have actually left notes for each member specific to you, explaining that there is a pretty good chance that I would not be seeing you again after this meeting. Things to the effect of, like, specifically, especially for Zelry, mentioning, I still want to know what this hand does, so I will get back with you guys at some point, hopefully. And with Pete, I'm still looking forward to the guns in my arm, so just some stuff like that.
I think that if we do start up again in season and we have the same players for this game, we'll definitely have a great time writing up how it came to be that all of that stopped being the situation and the new situation stands. And the new frontier is deeper into the core on Brith, or in Brith. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream a bit early. I think we've come to a nice narrative end point. Thank you for watching and sticking around with us during the Accounts of the Night Beast story that we've told here for you. And we'll see you in a couple weeks when we start something new and different and crazy and not in space. But maybe as crazy, who knows? We'll see. See you there. Good night.